In this video, we're going to take a look at the Hubitat Elevation C8. I got a first chance from the company to get one of these devices and take a look at it. So let's explore unboxing and seeing what's in this thing and seeing what it's all about. Well, at first glance, it looks exactly... Adam's probably getting it in there. Looks exactly the same with a couple of exceptions. They've got the same two ports that we had before, but we've also got these, which I'm assuming are different antennas. So, the USB power supply. Two antennas, nice. And then your USBC power wire. So first thing I'm going to do, I'm going to log back into my hub here, and what we'll notice if you go into settings and backup and restore, there is now a create a cloud backup for a C8 migration. So let's click on that and see what happens. Looks like this might take some time here, so we'll check back as soon as that's done. Alright, kind of interesting, it didn't show me any completed message or anything like that, so I'm going to go ahead and disconnect the old hub. And we'll put the new guy back on, and we'll see if this does the trick. Okay, now that we got the new hub connected and I do have green light, let's give this a refresh and see if we can log into my new hub. Alright, new hub is in, so we're going to go to settings, backup and restore, and let's see if that does a trick. Oh, and as previously mentioned, the firmware will need to be updated again, and that's going to have the restore or migrate from the C7, so I'll do that right away. As soon as that's complete, we're going to go back to the restore. Alright, the firmware is all updated here, so let's go back into the settings and see if we can restore it up. So back to the settings here, backup and restore, and I don't see anything out of your new buttons here yet. Oh, here's the cloud backup. This is the one we want. Cloud restore, migrate, and we want the Z-Wave as well. And let's click on the migrate and restore. See what happens. Naturally, we're gonna wait some more. Alright, that's all restored, and it should be migrated over. So let's take a quick look at the dashboard here, try some switches, and see if stuff works. Oh, so this is good. That is my home theater sub kicking back in. And I'm just going to try some of the other switches and lights here. The aquarium would be another one that I want on, and it is. And I can see that the pump is running. Okay, this is good. So that looks like it's a very pleasant, quick migration. So that's easy enough, thanks to Hubitat for putting that feature in there. Otherwise, it would have been a pain. So I'm glad that they updated that and got that to work. The next thing we're going to need to check out here is the phone. We're going to go ahead and find the hub and get this thing registered on my phone so I can use the dashboard from there. So this is good. This gets me the access from my local area network, but I do also want network access when I'm away. So let's see if we can figure out how to do that here. Let's go to apps. Then we're going to go to dashboard and cloud link to dashboard. Copy the URL. And we'll paste it here and click save and see if that does the trick. Ta-da! There we go. So this is what we want. And to confirm it, we'll just turn the Wi-Fi off. And we'll try something. And that works. And you can hear it turn back on as well. So we do have full functionality restored. Looks like there's a momentary delay when it goes through the network, but everything is back up and running, so that's good. So if you've already got a Hubitat C7, why would you update yourself to a C8? Well, there's a couple of things that make the C8 better. First off, these going to be the exterior antennas, which are pretty obvious. They're going to increase the range. You're also going to get a USBC port that's different, and it's a little more standardized, so that's always a nice thing too. The power protocol on a USBC does allow the device to use more power as well than a standard USB port. So whether or not they're utilizing that, I don't know. There will be support for Matter on this hub coming up as well, I'm told, in the next year. The other plus side about this hub is, or the new hub, is it also supports the latest protocols, the Zigbee 3.0 and so on. I won't go through the entire fact sheet of what's available on this hub, but I will leave a link to the press release down below if you're interested in getting more information about what this hub can all do. You can check out that link with that information down below. Now, can I give this hub a review as of right now? No, I can't. After the firmware update came through and I could do the migration, I will say that was very simple and very easily done. The initial restore and backup thing clearly wasn't working, so I'm glad that Hubitat came across and built that feature in for us. I will use this hub, the C8, as my primary in the house. This one's going to go on the side here, and it's going to become my backup. And I will post back after this thing's been running for a month to see if it's as reliable as the C7 has been for me. This device, the C7, has been phenomenally reliable. And with the exception of all of 2 hiccups over the span of whatever it was, a year and a half probably that I ran this device, only 2 minor glitches, one from a Zigbee protocol where the device is unpaired, and the second one was a switch that didn't work once. Other than that, it's been 100% reliable. Now, how reliable is that in comparison to what I was using in the past? I was using the old timers to run my hydroponics, stuff like that. Those things are junk. Like, we're talking once a month I had to reset those, so this is already a million times better. I came from a Samsung SmartThings, and I was also using WebCore. We're pretty reliable, but so far this has been the best solution for me, and I'll continue to support the Hubitat Elevation, and I'm really glad that Hubitat did send me a device for testing. So if the review is biased or you think it's biased, whatever. I bought this one, I paid for this one, and I loved it. So hopefully the C8 will continue to impress. I almost forgot to mention, if you guys are looking at getting the C8 or you're interested in getting the Hubitat Elevation, the C8 right now has some promo pricing. I don't know how long it's going to last for, but it's cheaper than normal. The C7 went down in price as well. So anyway, check out their website. I'll leave a link down below.